What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be talking about the new super packs coming to NBA 2K25 MyTEAM tomorrow, including Go Larry Legend. I love the 100 overall. We also see Invincible Dwight Howard. The 100 overalls, Allen Houston and Isaiah Thomas. Also, obviously, in the super packs, you're going to see some of the best cards from previous releases. Now, another day of super packs. What are my thoughts on this? Well, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm in love with the super packs, but I'm not surprised, right? I'm not surprised. And I have felt like recently the shooting guard position has been kind of lackluster. I don't want to say like it's been horrible, but it's been somewhat lackluster. So I think Larry Bird is going to be really, really solid at that shooting guard position. And sure, he's going to be expensive, but he for sure is going to be cheaper than a guy like Kevin Durant. And so like that's kind of where I'm at right now with kind of, you know, thinking about, okay, what do I want to use my King of the Court VC on? Well, maybe it's the equal chance super packs, in which out of every super pack I open up, I'll have a 25% chance to get the new Larry Legend card. Now, again, that's just something that I'm personally thinking about. Obviously, for you guys, I would never really recommend opening up packs, especially, you know, this late into my team. Obviously, you know, it's nearing mid-July. College football came out. Obviously, you know, 2K is going to come out here in what, less than 2 months at this stage, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, more super packs. 2K is trying to nickel and dime us for every little bit they can. And this is what we're seeing. I'm somewhat optimistic about that Invincible Dwight Howard as well. He always has one of the better player builds in the game, and I feel like if 2K makes the card right, he is going to be ridiculously good as well. Just kind of something I did want to briefly highlight. I'm not super high on a lot of these cards coming tomorrow. Like Isaiah Thomas is going to stink. Allen Houston isn't going to be necessarily ideal. But Larry Bird probably going to be what? Your second or third best shooting guard in the game. D12 has a lot of potential as well. And the whole thing for me with the event right now, and a big reason like I don't want to really open the Hoff box and do all that, is because look, at the end of the day, the GOAT Festival cards from this most recent festival just are not that great. Like Adam Morrison, for example, he's fine, but Larry Bird's going to be better than him. And so that's something that obviously I think about when it comes down to, okay, do I want an unsellable card, or do I want to, you know, or spend a bunch to get like an unsellable Adam Morrison, or do I want to save up to get someone like a Larry Bird? And the first comment after this drop is Carlos saying Bird can't play point guard. Bro, what? We need shooting guards as much as anything. We've got plenty of point guards in the game. I don't know what he's talking about. But honestly, again, when it comes down to Tuesday drops, it's basically super packs or nothing, right? Like, we used to, honestly, in my team, get content like twice, 3 times a week. That has not been the case basically this year whatsoever. Sure, they drop new cards, but it's hard to really call it content when, you know, this is basically all they do drop. I do like the fact that it is like or that you can, I guess, open up that equal chance pack. That way, if you really want Larry Bird, you basically got a 25% chance to get him in the topper. It's kind of how I got Kevin McHale. I like that better than, you know, getting random cards, you know, as far as toppers are concerned. So that is something that I at least somewhat like, and the topper is sellable. So again, if you do open packs, I'm guessing that these are going to be better to open up than nearly anything else on this game. But it is what it is. Another day, another super pack on a Tuesday. The problem with Dwight Howard, and I don't hate Dwight, but the problem with Dwight Howard is I feel like we've got a lot of good big men at this stage. Like, especially the power forward position. Brook Lopez can play power forward. Nate Thurmond is a really solid option. Like, the list goes on and on of really solid cards that we have seen, you know, just each and every, you know, little while, right? We've got plenty of guys at this stage who can play the power forward position. Obviously, Patrick Ewing is another guy that a lot of people, you know, have or can get or have gotten, you know, in this game. So that's kind of the tough part at this stage, is a lot of people, you know, with what 2K is basically giving out, a lot of people, you know, have some of these power forward center cards that are good. Like I've even mentioned, like, you know, even the Dikembe Mutombo from the event was really good. Nate Thurmond, the Ascension Reward, is really good, you know? And again, the list goes on and on. So that's kind of the tough part about a guy like Dwight Howard. I don't hate him whatsoever. It's just, where does he really find his spot on a squad? I think could be the tough question mark again. And as far as like the other 100 overalls, like Isaiah Thomas, he's a placeholder, guys. Like, he's a guy that they throw into packs. Nobody really wants him, but he's a guy that 2K knows that they can throw into packs, and guess what? Just hold it down, right? He's 100 overall, so you guys can't complain about him. Meanwhile, the card is absolutely horrible. So just kind of something for you guys to at least think about there with the 100 overalls. To me, I'm most excited about Larry Bird, but the problem with Larry Bird is he is going to be expensive in my team. There's really no question about that. The card is going to be ridiculously expensive. We'll see what type of SIGs they give him. I'm guessing he's going to have some of the best SIGs in the game. But again, we will just have to wait and see as far as that is concerned. We'll also have to wait and see, are we going to get another GOAT challenge or another breakout or whatever the challenge are for a GOAT event card come tomorrow? Or will that be on like Wednesday or Thursday? Last week, I think we saw it on Wednesday. So I wouldn't necessarily expect it, but it is something to at least think about. I also last week on Tuesday, I think we saw like the best of my team grind for the super pack, I do believe. So hopefully 2K does something like that again, and where we can grind for an easy super pack. Again, you're probably not going to pull anything out of it at the end of the day, but at least 2K is giving us something to grind rather than just having super packs. The problem is, like, you grind it out, you know deep down you're probably not going to pull anything from it. So that's kind of the troublesome part of that grind, or grinding that thing out, is, again, yeah, you can grind it out, but you just know deep down that nothing good is probably going to ultimately come of it. So just, again, something to keep in the back of your minds. I'm not trying to hate on, Tuesday's drops or whatever it is, but it's just, to me, it's not that exciting when it's basically, if you don't open packs, there's not a whole lot here to look at. Remember, week 2 of the event is coming. I don't want to say coming to a close because you still got 3 days, but it's time to start thinking about exactly what you're trying to get done with this, week 2 event. Because again, they don't carry over week to week. So if you don't use your cards, basically they will go to waste. So just kind of figure out exactly what you are trying to get done, get accomplished within week 2 of this event before, we head into week 3. Hopefully week 3, it's a little more balanced than not, if you don't have 20 GOAT cards, you can't do a whole lot with the event. Hopefully it is slightly more balanced, because like, even for me, I know I say it a lot, but like, I won King of the Court and I'm sitting here with 5 GOAT event cards just stunned because there's nothing for me to do with them. So hopefully 2K does find that middle ground there and give something like for that middle ground of people or middle group of people that do have more event cards than just like the Patrick Ewing, but can't get up to that 2025 GOAT event card mark. So just something to think about. I'm kind of excited about Larry Bird. Hopefully they make him good. I do think Larry Bird will be way cheaper than KD, so I'm hoping he is the shooting guard I've kind of desperately been looking for on my main account. But that is going to wrap it up for our video today. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this drop down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.